Okay, so that one's back on, and that's on 1319. Okay, so now I'm going to stop this recording. Recording stopped. New commercial, close, swipe down, swipe over, and record. 3, 2, 1. And back recording. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Here we go. To do before we even went to court, and you wasn't willing. For her to be here. Sure, she's going to be mad that you took her chance to see them walking in a blacktop and walk. Fucking furious. Well, you know, it's not her problem, and it's not between her and anyone else.
Not her life.
It's between me and you. And we can choose to be civil and work it out outside of court, which is what I've been trying to do before we even went to court, and you wasn't willing. In January, and 2 times in February, Frida's birthday, Honor's birthday, May 31st, June 12th, all the way till you made me walk in that room. I told you not to do. Because then you're the plaintiff and I'm the defendant. That means you made me forcefully your enemy. I never chose that. I never wanted that. That's not what I wanted. Now you text me and say, well, what you wanted was a family and to be back together and be all 3 of us. No, that's what I've been wanting the entire time. But now we're in court. Ghost them. You can either ghost them like you ghosted me and the kids, 2 weeks at a time, 2 months at a time after time till it's done, or withdraw the case. Just tell them what you said earlier. You did have a change of heart. You don't think it's in the best interest of the kids. It's an unstable order. It's an interim temporary order. What if you go through with it and then the final outcome is, no, you get nothing. Then the damage is done, not just to them, but to you too.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't think that I care.
Shouldn't.
I do. I did. I do care about you too. Why do you think that I contacted you in May? Why do you think on June 12th I said you can come here and we can talk about it and maybe even see them depending on how it goes? The same thing is happening today. I offered you in June. Come on, man. The next day I get court papers? Really? That's not cool. You can't freaking lie to people and trick them and shit, and you can't do that. Do you want to proceed with court?
No.
Do you want to proceed with the visits? The supervised visits that you forced on me? Do you want to work it out with me?
Yes.
Are you done being with that woman?
Yes.
That woman is the only person I ever tried to keep the kids from. I never tried to keep the kids from you. I invited you 6 times to come back. I couldn't force you to come back. If you wanted to reallocate them or relocate them or whatever. If you don't want to work it out with me, proceed. You want to work it out, then don't proceed. What do you want to do?
I want to work it out. So, now what?
So, did you hear the truth? The truth is that she said that she wants to work it out. The truth is that I agreed with her to work it out. The truth is that I never withheld the kids from her. The truth is that I never kicked her out. The truth is that she left on her own 3 times. The truth is that she has neglected them day after day for 3 years now. And the truth is now my kids will be 6 and 7. They have no idea who she is. And the truth is, it is not in their best interest to be forced to be introduced to her. And the truth is, this woman perjured her affidavit. And the truth is, I need a 5-year civil protection order for me, my children, from her, and any third party, and including attorney Nikki Reed. The truth is that she's guilty of her perjured affidavits. The truth is she needs to serve time for the perjury she has committed. The truth is, this case is highly prejudiced and highly egregious. It's been made manifest and known to you more than apparent. It is egregious. It is prejudice. This case needs dismissed with prejudice.
Even when it goes, like, absolutely within the next 30 minutes, I have to go buy some tampons somewhere. Because I went to use the bathroom and I started. So, probably running down my leg now.
I mean, I can take you to go do that. You got money? Where do you want to go?
Okay. Family Dollar, Dollar General, whichever one's closer.
Yeah, I don't know. We can go to Family Dollar, I guess. I'm just saying, you can't tell me this is what you want, and then we go with this lady, and then her say, I'm freaking manipulating you to go against the court order.
This is what I want.
When, if you want that, then proceed, but if not, then don't. And so, I can't have, that, dude, I mean, how did I even text you back just now? How did I even just drive here just now?
You must love
Like,
me.
you're damaging the, you gotta stop damaging the trust I'm trying to rebuild with you. Which has to be rebuilt first. You can't have a relationship without trust. If you want to rebuild it, then the court has to be done. I'm not trying to stop you from getting tampons.
You can take my car if you don't want to waste this gas.
No, I don't want to. Is it locked up and everything?
Yep.
Just leave it there. It's fine.
Don't burn my fat roll.
You got this red lipstick stuff.
Red lipstick stuff.
Yeah, I'm the one that's sitting in there. Look.
Oh, it's actually your mama's.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying I'm trying to push the cigarette butt down, and it's not moving. It's just sitting on top of the. Yes.
So where do you want to work at?
Post office.
Oh, cool beans.
She's back at there. She has 2 jobs. It's better than before. The pay is not as much, but the position is more serious.
Right.
So, she's just as old as anybody that's her age, but she's busting her butt morning, noon, and night. Like, she has 2 jobs. She drives 2 locations. She runs 2 post office. She's really doing good for herself. And yeah, it is good. It's good to see her get on her feet and I don't want to see her working more than anybody else, but if that's what you have to do, then I'm glad to see her doing it.
I work. I clock 17 hours a day. The least that I've done. And I can call her.
Yeah, so, again, again, I'm there complying. I have this lady in front of my face telling me I'm not complying because I'm doing everything she says. Because you told her what you told her, and she's still in the middle of us. Working it out civilly is not having these people in between us. They're going to destroy our chance.
Yeah, and she says, yeah, I know. But turns around and went to Mary Diamond and lied to her. Put our conversation out of context. You see what I'm saying? Gave it an untrue depiction of the actual, real occurring events. See what I'm saying? Sit in my face. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But go to Rosemary Diamond and turn around and lie on my name again. Like, it never ends. That's what I realized. What I realized the third time that she left is that it's never going to end. And regardless of how this turns out for me, myself, or my kids, I can't continue to let her to come back again because it never ends. So, this is where I'm at with it.
So yeah, I got some social worker telling me basically accusing me of saying things in a manner that I didn't say. I agree to working it out. I told you if you wanted them or your mom to see them or whatever, then proceed. But if you wanted us and you just told me the other day, if you're serious about it, then not to. That decision is yours. I'm willing to work it out with you. Civilly. And get back to maybe a relationship. All this cortisone has to be done first. So, yeah, a letter from your attorney would be nice. As soon as possible would be great. But until a court gives a final order, which I'll have to show up and receive. If you're done with all that stuff and you want to work it out, then all you have to do is tell her you want to drop the case and then not show up any further. You don't have to answer these people's calls. You don't have to give them answers to their questions. You don't have to pay them money. You don't have to do anything. Then have no communication with them anymore and put them out of being in between us, preventing us from doing what they're saying to me that you want to do. Right? You do understand that, right? Yes. Yeah. Surprised. I'm sure they know that it's you. They're probably like, what is she doing in the car with him? But nonetheless, here we are. This is what you said you wanted. I'm trying my best to give you what you want, but I can't do that with the school hands without my neck telling me I'm not complying when I'm fully complying. You gotta stop the bleeding, that's what I told you. We have the right to civilly work it out. We have the right to not proceed. They can't force us to do anything. You force them to do everything they've done so far. All you have to do is stop.
Stop paying them money. I work hard for my money.
Wouldn't it be nice to have some of it?
My name Peggy's not paying for shit anymore. You know that.
I don't know anything. Have I talked to you?
Peggy's not paying for shit anymore.
How would I know?
She paid the $2,000 down on the lawyer, and that's all she paid. So, I make $450 a week.
Well,
So again, you heard her say, she paid the $2,000 for down on the lawyer, but that's it. Well, what else is there? You know what I mean? She paid the $2,000 for the attorney for the second time now. And this time makes the third time now. Unlimited amounts of $2,000 at any time that she wants to file a motion. $2,000, file it. $2,000, file it. $2,000, file it. Like, oh, Aunt Peggy's not paying for nothing no more. I mean, she only gave me the $2,000 for the attorney. What else is there? Really? You heard her just say it for her own mouth. Aunt Peggy is the one that keeps providing the $2,000 to do this.
I'm now in debt up to my freaking eyebrows.
My own card payment, my own insurance. I am too.
Yeah, well, this was your choice to be in debt. This was not my choice.
Get your money back.
No, I really don't think that I can do that. But I'm going to have to pay the money back that was loaned for all this that I couldn't afford. Dude, I mean, listen, I get $900, the kids get $300, we get $1,200, $900 covers the bills. You legitimately just took the kids' Social Security money for the next 10 months.
Ugh. Oh my goodness.
I do have this. Remember that adorable little paragraph we got Shannon's little boy?
I do.
See what I'm saying? I just tell her, look, you legitimately just took, okay, the purely innocent children's money for the next 10 months. 10 months of my children not being able to have their Social Security money that's rightfully theirs that I had to use for an attorney. 10 months of my kids' money gone. Almost a whole year of my kids' money and life destroyed. Gone. Because she gets free $2,000 anytime to file this motion anytime she wants? And that's fair? You call that justice? You call me having to be back and pulled into a courtroom again to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars again that I don't have to ruin the next 10 months, the next year of my kids' life again for a second time? Again, you call that justice? Is that just? Do you think that this is just? And her response is, oh, do you know those adorable little bears that we gave Shannon's kid? Oh, I got 2 of those for honor of freedom. Who cares? Who cares about your 2 little bears? You just took $3,000 from them. 10 months of Social Security checks. Gone. Oh, I have 2 teddy bears. Who cares? Who cares about your bears? You just cost them $300 a month for the next 10 months. $3,000 total, destroyed their lives for the next year. Thanks again.
Well, yours is red, so go get your tampons. I'll be right here.
Don't look, just horrible.
Well, shouldn't have said that. I'm not going to look anyways, though. So, here we are. You heard what was said. This is the truth. This is me documenting the truth for my own protection and the safety and well-being of my children. I really don't know much of what else to say. Everything was fine until I met with Rosemary when I complied with the court order of forced supervised visitation, and then Rosemary told me what she said, in which case wasn't the conversation that Heather and I just had, as is on the other recording. I made a little videotape of me complying with the court order that has Rosemary in between these two audio recordings. So, anyway, I don't know what else to say. I believe that's pretty much it for now. And so we'll just have to wait until the court stuff is done, and then when the court stuff is done, she can start having her, when there isn't a court order that's forced supervised visitation, or, quote, in her part, supervised visitation, and there's nothing in between us to work it out civilly because court is done and the case is closed, she can see the kids and visit the kids as promised just the same. I'm not taking anything back. I'm just not going to go against the court order. So that's it. When court's done, then she can proceed with visits, and I'm complying with the court order.
Alright, so that's voice 030, or voice number 30, which was September 26, 2018. Obviously, as you heard, just between Heather and myself. And just the same, I'm going to have to stop these videos to continue because now the battery on my one phone is lower than 15%. So first, stopping this one. 2121. And now I'm going to stop this one. It is 2208.